5 days at GITEX Dubai, 5 days of non-stop innovation. And I'm going to be honest with you, my perspective on AI in business has completely shifted. Not because of the hype, not because of the demos, but because I saw the real companies solving real problems with real ROI. Let me break it down for you that actually matters. On day one, we saw about AI avatars, AI avatars with Dr. Marcus Gross from Disney and ETH Zurich. I think the business insight that everyone is missing is that it is not about entertainment. This is about knowledge preservation. This is about passing the information to the next generation. Think about your best sales representative retiring, your top engineer leaving, your founder's expertise walking out of the door. Now imagine capturing not just their documentation, but their decision-making process, their intuition, their communication style. AI avatars can onboard new employees by letting them interact with your company's institutional knowledge as if that person never left. Now think about business application, training, onboarding, knowledge transfer at scale. ROI timeline maybe 2 to 3 years, because unless it becomes standardized in all the Fortune 500 companies. Now think about the day two, flying cars. Flying cars are now commercially viable today. Forget about the cool factor for a second at all. Right? Here's the business case that we need to understand. A critical part needs to get from your manufacturing plant to your assembly line, let's say in 100 miles away, right? Ground transport 3 to 4 hours in traffic, maybe 6 hours with delays. Now flying with that, car, a flying car, whenever downtime costs you like $50,000 per hour, maths changes everything. The company is winning right now. Emergency medical services cutting response time by 70%. Logistics firms doing the same day critical delivery. Enterprise moving executives between facilities without traffic loss. Think from the business perspective. Time-sensitive logistics, executive mobility, emergency response, and ROI already positive for high-value cargo and time-critical operations. Now I'll talk about the day three, autonomous systems. 24/7 workforce. These autonomous monitoring and delivery vehicles, the business reality that no one is talking about right now. These are not replacing workers. They are handling the jobs that are too dangerous for humans, too repetitive to be cost-effective, physically impossible for traditional staffing. And the compact autonomous vehicle that I showed you earlier, it's already deployed in some of the hospitals, doing good number of deliveries with 0 errors. Manufacturing facility using them for 24/7 quality monitoring, catching up errors, and because humans do get fatigued, right? Thinking about the ROI, one vehicle replaces 3 to 4 full-time employees while improving the accuracy by a great margin. Think about business perspective, human healthcare, and the other aspects where it can be implemented. ROI can be returned back in like a span of 12 to 18 months. And from the day 4, what I learned, day 4 was a complete game changer where I saw cutting edge agentic AI tools, AI that doesn't just respond to prompts but take action automatically, autonomously, right? And here what it means for businesses, instead of asking AI, write me a report, you say analyze our Q3 performance, identify the top 3 bottlenecks, draft solutions with projected ROI, and it does it. It pulls the data, runs the analysis, creates the deliverables without you micromanaging every single step. The companies building these solutions, they are focusing on sales automation, AI agents, qualifying leads, scheduling meetings, following up, financial analysis, real-time reporting, anomaly detection, forecasting, operational optimization, supply chain adjustments, and maybe customer support as well, which are very, very famous. Think about business perspective. Every knowledge worker becomes 3 to 5x more productive. ROI may be immediate because these tools are already live and scaling. So this is how things are changing. Thinking about the day 5 workshops with regional AI experts. So on day 5, I was able to spend some time with the regional experts who are already building great solutions in the area, and they told one thing, that many of the businesses are failing because they don't know how to implement. The experts are breaking down that change management for AI adoption is important, data infrastructure is important, team training and upskilling strategies are extremely important, and one of the most important thing that everybody is missing, that regulatory changes. So the insights that really hits hardest, that the companies winning with AI are not the ones with the biggest budgets, they are the ones with more of the use cases and the perfect execution. And the business takeaway that I can bring in at the overall level. So here's what 5 days at GITEX taught me. AI adoption is not about the tech problem. It's a decision-making problem. The technology is ready. The business cases are proven. ROI is measurable. What's missing? missing piece is execution. The gap between the early adopters and the followers is widening. In 2 to 3 years, the companies that move now will have 10x operational efficiencies, embedded AI across every process, competitive advantages that cannot be caught. These companies, I mean, would not wait for somebody else. They'll be kind of surviving and moving up the ladder, and the other companies will have to just follow. Now, value that I can bring, I connected with a lot of founders, solution providers, CTOs. So if you're seriously exploring AI implementation, whether it's autonomous systems, agentic AI tools, strategic AI integration, I'm happy to make introduction. I've met teams building this technology, these technologies, companies deploying it successfully, the consultants who actually understand the implementation, not just theory. So if you really want to connect with any of these stakeholders, I'm happy to make those introduction. I'll connect with you the right people, because here's the reality that I would like to talk about. The companies that win with AI are the ones that move fast and learn from people who have already done it, compared to someone who are still thinking about it, what needs to be done, right? So 5 days at GITEX showed me one thing very clearly: AI is not the future anymore, it's the present. And the question is not that we should be asking that should we adopt AI, rather how fast can we move with AI. I'm bringing these insights, these connections, these real world cases. The future belongs to those who build it. So yeah, anything that you want to understand, anything that you want to kind of talk about, chat about, feel free to drop me a ping, feel free to drop a message. I'm happy to connect in person, go ahead and try to bring the best insights that I could. So yeah, that's one for you, and thank you so much for your time. And if you have come across so far, you're the best. Thank you.